Aveline, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So I hope it's not too late to do this build. I really wanted it up on the 23rd actually, but then I ended up doing the apartment because I couldn't finish this in time. And then I wanted it up on the 24th, but I have not had a moment to sit down and do a voiceover until right now. So I hope it's not too late. Technically, it's still Christmas today. It's just tomorrow it's not. So I hope you guys are still kind of in the mood for a build like this. I really like how it ended up looking and everything. So I still wanted to share it. Plus, this would have been a lot of work to just discard and then maybe be like, well, I'm saving it for next year then, I suppose. Nah, let's not do that. So yeah, we're doing a Christmas house today. It's for generations, so it's for 3 generations. So we have the grandparents, their room is on the ground floor. We have the parents, and then we got a teen, a kid, and also a tiny human. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, but I finished this house on the 23rd, and I have been busy the last couple of days, so like, my mind has not been on The Sims at all. But I'm pretty sure that's the household that you can fit into this house. Possibly also a pet of some sort, but I can't remember. At least it's for 7 Sims total. So has anyone else just spent their entire day just doing nothing? Like, this is the first day that I'm spending alone, and I have not checked my phone. I have, if I have and I've seen notifications, I've ignored them because I need to be alone. I need to recharge, because as much as I like hanging out with my family, I work from home alone. So like, I'm not used to being around people at all. And I am tired today. Like, I feel completely like, but I don't even know. What is the word? Busted? No, that's not the word. See, I can't even. I also don't know if I'm going to do the whole voiceover, by the way, because I do have, my throat hurts for some reason. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Throat and chest. So it's just, I don't know. It must be like a mix of no sleep and too much talking over the last couple of days. I usually also get a little bit sick when I've been around my nephews, and they were here for Christmas. So I'm like patiently awaiting for that to hit, because it always does. I might get lucky this time and it doesn't, but I do feel throat ache. So that's unfortunate. But we'll see how long I last for, okay? But has anyone else just spend their day just like, don't talk to me? Like in don't talk to me mode, because same. I just need to be left alone today with my presents and my couch and possibly my TV. And oh, I've been playing Pokemon, by the way, because I got the new Pokemon. So I got Violet, obviously, with purple being my favorite color and red not being a color that I like at all. Anyway, I got Violet from my sister and her boyfriend, actually, which is a lot of fun. It's not as, like, it's not that pretty, but it is a lot of fun to play. It's very different from some of the other Pokemon games that I've played, so I was very excited when I got it. But other than that, I have gotten, oh gosh, I've gotten like 6 different Funko Pops. So if you didn't know, I collect them basically. Not like, I don't have like massive amounts like those like true collectors who have like a whole wall in whatever room with all the boxes and stuff. No, I take them out of the box and then I place them on my shelves, but I have like, I think I'm closing in on, ooh, I must have more than 35 by now, I think. So I'm missing Pocahontas and possibly one more. I think maybe just Pocahontas out of the Disney princesses. I can't recall right now, and I'm gonna go quiet if I have to think about it, so let's not do that. And then I just got, because I got Jasmine and Belle, and also Moana this Christmas, which is pretty cool. And then I got Pichu, so, because I like Pokemon, as you probably noticed from my Pokemon rant anyway. And I also got John Wick with his dog. Not the puppy, but the other dog. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched John Wick, by the way, but Anyway, John Wick is cool, awesome. Love those movies, so I was really excited when I got it. It was a bit of a surprise. I also got Jaskier and Ciri from The Witcher, so I guess I am now also collecting The Witcher pups, which I don't mind, to be honest. So yeah, I just miss Geralt. Actually, that's a bit of a weird one to not have him, but okay. And then other than that, I got a plant pot for, well, for plants. Anyway, and also it's shaped like a corgi. So I got a corgi plant pot, which I'm also very excited about, as you can probably hear. I was like, what the heck is this when I opened it? And then I took out the box and I just started squealing in front of everyone. It was great. Yeah. I also got 2 tops, some earrings, and some books, a lot of books, because I read a lot, as my family knows. So we were a lot of people, by the way. Usually we don't get this many presents. It's just that we were many people, and that makes up for a lot of, like, that means a lot of presents. But yeah, so it's been good. What has been your favorite moment of this Christmas? If you celebrated, at least. If you don't, what have you been doing the last couple of days? Like, I don't, just out of curiosity, if you want to share at least, you don't have to, but if you want to share, let me know. And also, what was your favorite present? Favorite present? I feel like I just skipped a whole syllable or something. What was your favorite present that you got? Let me know as well. Favorite moment, favorite dish, favorite present, and if you have not been celebrating Christmas, what else have you been celebrating? Life? That's fair. Okay? Or if you haven't been celebrating anything, you've been doing something cool, let a girl know. Entertain me on my day where I'm just lying on the couch doing absolutely nothing except from playing Pokemon, as normal grown-ups do. I have, so my oldest nephew is 10 years old, and he's also very much into gaming, so he's playing God of War at the moment. Is it 2018 or 2019? I can't remember the year, but the first one of the Norse mythology ones, because Ragnarok just came out recently, but he's playing that one. And I was talking to him about something while my sister was sitting on his other side, and she was like trying to join in on the conversation, just looking at me like, looking like a huge question mark. And I was like, don't worry about it. Him and I speak the same language. Like, we're just nerding. It's fine. Because he was not understanding anything. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a fun moment. We were sitting down and also playing, he was helping me make my character in Pokemon as well. So I was playing Pokemon while he was sitting next to me, and that was pretty much my day yesterday. Well, and eating. We've been eating a lot as well. Just like for hours and hours and hours as you do over Christmas. So, for some reason, still hungry today. Like, I don't know how that works, but that's fine. I'm not gonna question it. Bodies just, yeah, food. Why can't you eat ahead of time? Like, if you could do that, I feel like I would have eaten enough for an entire week at this point, but no. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. So I'm hungry again, and I don't get it. I don't feel like eating. Like, calm down. I've had so much food over the last couple of days. Just take it easy. Calm down. Or I forgot to say, by the way, but we're building this on a 40 by 30 in Windenburg. I know that I talked a lot about Christmas, but I needed to share some things. I'll try to talk about the build as well. I just suck at it in general. So, like, are we surprised though? Like, anyway, but this is the kitchen, just in case you had not noticed. There's a lot of counters and some appliances. It's super interesting. Actually, what was the sound? Like something just fell down. Okay, and just ignore that. I don't know. Not checking it. I'm just leaving it be. I don't know if you heard that, but that definitely sounded like something fell down in my background. I'm gonna ignore it for now. But as for the interior in this house, I wanted it to be very warm and cozy, obviously, because that's what Christmas is to me as a Norse person. I just like when everything's very warm and cozy. That's what I connect with Christmas, and I've been called out by people in the Southern Hemisphere before for not taking them into consideration, but like, I am Norse. I'm Danish, so this is what Christmas is to me, and I don't know what it's like on the Southern Hemisphere. Sounds very cool though. I love that you guys go to the beach, not go on the beach, but go to the beach. Some of you at least. I know that's like an Australian thing or something. I find it very fascinating, but it's cold outside, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not like one of those winter bathers people. That's not really what they're called. I'm just making up words as we go. It's fine. I'm tired today, okay? This is gonna be a very weird voiceover. You've been warned. We're already 10 minutes into the video. It's too late to warn you at this point. It's fine. But yeah, so just making everything very cozy. Using a lot of the like traditional Christmas decor pieces that are from Seasons, but also the holiday update, which by the way, actually, I think that's just up for free on, I was about to say Origin, but that doesn't work anymore, does it? I feel like I still use Origin, so I'm a little bit confused, because when I just open the game, I don't open the client first, I just double click on my game, and then Origin opens, and then the game opens, so like, isn't Origin supposed to be not working anymore? How does that work? Anyway, but you can still download it, so it's just a free update, and you get like holiday items, obviously. So we're using a lot of those in this house, and other than that, obviously going for the red and the greens, even though it's not like, I mean, it's the one build a year that you can use that color scheme in, because if I start making these in like April or something, it's gonna look weird and you're gonna be like, what's going on with the red and the green? It reminds me of Christmas, and it's spring right now in the northern hemisphere. So you know, it's the one build where you can do red and green, and I had to go for it, although I was tempted actually to go for blue and white, but then I thought that's a little bit cold as well, and Christmas is not cold to me. It's warm and cozy. It's just cold outside. There's a difference, okay? So I really wanted, I did check, by the way, if they can walk past the fireplace. However, to get to the chairs, I however did not test if you turn on the fireplace. I don't know how to phrase that. Anyway, never heard that before, but if you light it up, maybe light up the fireplace, if it's gonna set everything on fire, I don't know, you might actually burn down the house. I have no idea. Maybe I should have tested that. But then on the other hand, that would have been a lot of work just to burn down the house. So, yep. But there is a fireplace in here. I just thought it would be very cozy. And I usually also don't add TVs to dining rooms. But for some reason, I felt like doing it for this house. I think it's because this dining room is just kind of big, grand. Like, who has dining rooms this size? Maybe this family, because they also live in a rather big house. They have a lot of money, I suppose. Am I building for rich people? Oh, that sucks. I need to build for not rich people. Yeah. Sorry, I just started questioning my life choices just then. Why am I building for rich people? They don't need me to build for them. I mean, people, Sims, but still. Also, I know that generally all my houses cost a lot, so technically I always build for rich Sims, but this is just for richer Sims. Yeah, and I don't want to build for, I'm digging myself into a hole right now, so I'm gonna move on. This is the living room, and it's very weird. So they essentially have two living rooms. They have this one, and then they have this like, it's almost a sunroom, but not really. But I turned it into more like a hobby space. So I figured it would be okay for the living room here to be this size, even though it's a rather big house and the living room arguably should have been a little bit bigger. I had the space that I had, and actually the staircase, I'm so glad that I did not film me floor planning this house, because it took such a long time and it was so annoying to do. Like, I did not know how to do the floor plan on the bottom because it's such a big square, and if I've said something about, like, the one thing I always say about floor planning is that it sucks to floor plan squares because you don't have any shape to go from. You just kind of have to make up your own. And it's not very intuitive. Like, it's just kind of, it sucks, to put it shortly. So I had issues figuring out where to put the staircase, and I think I ended up moving it like 20 times or something. But I like the layout that I went with for the top floor, so I didn't want to change it too much. I didn't want to move it too much, and I also wanted it to be close. I'm getting tongue-tied, wow. I also wanted it to be close to the front door as well. Like, it's a whole thing. It was a struggle, and because of it, the living room ended up being this size. It could have been a little bit bigger, I will say that. This is just me critiquing my own house, but like, we've been there before. What's new? See, the staircase was also in the way when I was trying to place down a TV. So annoying. Stupid staircase. Anyway, but they need to be able to get to the second floor, so it kind of has to be there. I imagine that during the other 11 months of the year, when they don't need to have a Christmas tree standing right there, they'll just have like a hallway table underneath the painting. There you go. I forgot what that was called for a second. Wow. This is going great, guys. My brain is just basically half shut off, okay? But we're managing a little bit at least. Okay, it's the 26th, like, cut me some slack. Give me a break. But I imagine them to have a hallway table there instead of the tree. I just really wanted them to have a tree because I have not added one. Well, I did in the apartment, but I wanted them to have the one that you could actually decorate. I'm not actually sure how much space they need to be able to decorate the tree. I just want to point that out. But you might have to move it a little bit outside. But also, Christmas is over, so like, are you really gonna play in this house anyway today? No, right? Okay. But also speaking of, you could easily, I know the whole house is gonna end up being very red and green, but you're free to delete all, if you really like the house and the layout and everything else, like you're free to delete all of the Christmas decor and just use it for normal gameplay. I sat here on the 22nd and the 23rd. I really wanted to get in the Christmas spirit. I really wanted to build a house like this, and Tudor houses in general are, like, if I go back on the channel and look at my Christmas houses, the Christmas builds that I've done in the past, they're usually going to, at least the ones that I remember the most or remember best, they're Tudor houses. For some reason, Tudor houses just go very well with Christmas decor. So I wanted to build something like this, like a Tudor house that was all decked out on the exterior but also on the interior, and then I just never got to release it. So here we are. But if you don't want to play in it for Christmas, because Christmas is over, just in case you did not know, or unless you're one of those people who celebrate Christmas until Easter, feel free to feel free to play in this house, but also you could just delete all the Christmas decor if you don't want it. As you probably know, I just want you to know that you have my blessings. Or permissions. I don't give blessings, I don't know why I said that, but permission, you have my permission, or blessing if you want that as well, okay? But this is the parents' bedroom, so they had a little bit of extra space up here, and so I decided to give them both a couch and also a, what's it called? Bookcase. Wow, you know I'm tired when I can't remember that word. But I'm really happy that they have this like little space just for themselves up here as well, because there's a lot of Sims living in this house, like a whole lot. There are so many Sims living in this house that they don't actually have room for all of the Sims in the living room. Think about that for a second. I think there's room for like 5 in the living room, so maybe the grandparents will have to sit that one out. I don't really know, but yeah, I thought about that while decorating the living room as well. Like, it should have been a little bit bigger, but also, I'm one of those people, I don't like when it feels too grand. When there's like a big couch or 2 big couches, or a big couch, a love seat, and then another love seat or 2 chairs. It feels like too much, like too many seating spots for some. It feels too rich, you know? Like, I don't like it. It feels too rich. So I tend to just make it a little bit smaller, and you know, some people just have to stand up, I suppose, on Friday nights when they watch TV together. Too bad. Or you could like, I don't know, sit on top of each other or something. They can't do that in The Sims. Wouldn't that be cute though if they could? Yeah, that would be so cute. Imagine because I know that you can read to your child in The Sims, but imagine if while reading to your child, the parent has the child sitting on their lap. That would be so cute. Why can't you do that? Like, that would legitimately be so cute and also so realistic, because that's usually how, at least my youngest nephew, my sister reads to him, because he's just gotten to that age where they're learning how to read, so he can't really fully read on his own. He's really quick though. Just want to say, like, he's definitely going to turn into a bookworm. I'm calling it right now. But he was sitting on her lap when she was reading out loud. Actually, one of the books that my mom and I gave him for Christmas. So that would be so cute. Why can't you do that? Or maybe you can and I just can't remember. This whole brand is awkward then, just ignore it. You probably can find animations or like, you know, mods, animations, that sort of thing that'll let The Sims do that, but there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of like, why can't you sit properly in bed and watch TV? Like a lot of like minor animations that we still don't have that I think would just be nice additions, even as someone who doesn't really play. And I just realized that that's one of them. That would be cute. But anyway, we are decorating. What room is this? It's the child's, I think, actually. Yeah, it has to be because there's a drawing table. Yes. Almost done with it as well. So I actually had a lot of fun trying to find bed swatches that weren't just the same beds, that still gave me Christmassy vibes. Have we already decorated the teens' bedroom? I don't know if we have not. The bed swatch that I ended up going for in that room, I love it so much. You'll see it in just a second. It's the cutest. I love it so, so much. But also wanted to go for a green bed swatch for the tiny human's bedroom, and then it did not work, unfortunately. I think it's because I don't like the red curtains or something. So all 3 children do end up with red beds. However, they're all different swatches, which was a lot of fun. So, and then just in general trying to make their rooms look Christmassy without overly decorating everything, but like keeping it to the color scheme and also the vibe in there was actually a little bit difficult. I kind of just didn't want them to have a lot of decor in their bedrooms because I didn't have that in my bedroom when I was a kid or a teen. My dad, because it was my dad's house. Those are not my parents, but my dad. Actually, I decorated for my mom, so yeah. But when my dad decorated his house, he would usually just like not decorate my bedroom, so maybe that's why I just don't think it belongs in there, but I don't really know. I have no idea. So just kind of trying to get the Christmas vibes out through the color swatches in here, the color scheme. See that bed swatch? I think it's so cute with the hearts on it as well. Does that not seem Christmassy? Because it seems Christmassy to me. But still, this could just be like, if you change maybe actually no, I like the desk. I don't think I would have used that swatch in just like a regular build. I don't think, because it's very, very red, and just you guys may know. Also because I've already said it once in this voiceover. I don't like the color red, so it's just not my thing. If you love it, good for you. My mom does as well, and that's probably why I don't like it. So in general, I try to stay away from it when I decorate. I think it's because for me, it's very overpowering. But Christmas builds is one of those, like, it's just one of those where you kind of have to a little bit because it's such a Christmassy kind of color. But the bed swatch there definitely makes me want to try it out for some other build as well. But I don't think I would have gone for the red desk swatch though for a normal build, because it's a lot. But it's cute though, it's cute. My throat is really starting to fail me, not gonna lie, but like we got 7 minutes left, so I feel it's an awkward time to cut off the voiceover. I'm not gonna lie about that either. I realized I just said that twice and then I saved it. Did you notice? Anyway, so proud of myself. Maybe the computer setup is a little bit overkill for this room, but I had this idea. I don't remember what the idea was anymore, but I had an idea when I placed it down, because I remember having an idea. I just don't remember what the idea was. I know that sounds very complicated, but it's logical in some way or another, you know? I think it's also because I've been overusing that tablet setup from, what's it called? Pastel Pop. Yeah, there we go. Because tablets, like not everyone, I mean, this is a rich family, so they would be able to afford a laptop. But I know that a lot of children these days, for example, have iPads or just tablets of some kind of brand. And it just seems like my mom doesn't have a computer either. She just uses her iPad and a keyboard as well. So it just feels like such a very I don't want to call it fully accessible because it's also very pricey to have a tablet, but feels more accessible than a computer or a laptop because those are even pricier. As far as I know, at least the computers that I look at, but those are also like for gaming, so that's a whole different talk. But it just seems like such a like an obvious setup to just have a tablet and a laptop, or not a laptop, keyboard, right? So I've been using that a lot lately, but I wanted to kind of do something else, choose another item for once. So I went with the full-on setup there, but it is quite a lot though. I just don't remember what my idea for it was. And this is the tiny human's bedroom. So if you didn't know, by the way, I call toddlers tiny humans. I sometimes, first of all, it's actually not from Grey's Anatomy. I know that some of you guys are going to think that, or you've thought it in the past or something. It's actually not. So I love True Blood, and in True Blood, what are their names? Eric and Pam call someone's children, Arlene's children, I think it is, teacup humans, and I think that's such a cute, they're children though. So not toddlers, but children. And I think it's such a, I mean, they don't say it in a cute way, but I think it's a cute term anyway. So I have just for a while called them not children, but toddlers for tiny humans because of that. But I also know that Arizona in Grey's Anatomy calls them tiny humans as well. I just thought I would explain myself just in case, because I know it's also been a long time since I've done that actually, and some of you might be a little bit confused. I know I would be, especially on a day like today where I get tongue-tied all the time and like half my brain is just shut off and I'm so tired from the last couple of days. So we're on the same page here. I got you. But I started it because I actually got comments on my pronunciation of toddler, so I just got a little bit tired of it and decided to just call them tiny humans instead. One of those things. It's YouTube things, it's fine. People have different accents and that's cool, actually. That's really cool. Anyways, for the exterior, didn't really want to do a whole lot of like, here's a side yard with these things. I just wanted it to be, that sounded so weird. Here's a side yard. Anyway, I wanted it to be very like very foresty, fit with the surroundings, and I also knew that as soon as everything was covered up in snow as well, because it is going to be, that's the plan, or that was the plan when I was decorating, and you can also see it covered in snow at the end of the video as well. The very last clip, I think, you actually see it briefly, but you also saw it at the start of the video too. So the plan was to cover everything up in snow, and so I didn't want to do like a backyard or a garden of any kind. I just wanted it to be very foresty so that you could see all the snow just laying on all the plants and stuff. And so I had a lot of fun with the live edit catalog for the landscaping. I don't remember if I checked this during summer, but I did check it during this. So it's still winter, but the plants aren't completely dead. You can kind of see them a little bit. But I know that they're mainly green, dark green, and then there's the white flowered bushes that I forgot what are called. So that's just what the landscaping looks like. During the other seasons, it's just dark green and then with a little bit of white. I think I also used some of the white, like, low-lying, what are those called? Flowers from Outdoor Retreat, I think it's from. So there's just a little bit of white in the landscaping as well. And then I'm using a lot of live edit rocks too. I found these that I thought looked a lot better than the ones that are, that's so typical, by the way, with the rocks, that a lot of the live edit rocks are so much better than the ones that are very easily available in the catalog. So annoying. But yeah, those were just like, I don't know, a lot of like clusters of rocks, I suppose, but I like the look of them, so I had some fun with them. And then I found this log here as well, and a lot of the debug trees, and lastly, oh yeah, I added the swing, and I also added kind of like not a drive-in. That's McDonald's thing, isn't it? But like somewhere you can park your car. Driveway, it's not, I mean, it's a driveway, but it's a very short driveway, so I kind of feel like it's just like a drive drive slightly into the lot instead of like a full-on way into the lot. Am I making sense? Probably not, but it's fine. And then other than that, I think when the snow returns, right now actually, I'm adding down some lanterns as well, but that's about it. Oh, I forgot to mention at the start, I used pool lights, by the way, so if you show this house, if you download it and then turn on night or like swap to night or whatever, you'll see a lot of red, green, and red lights on the build. You can't see that during the day, but that's what I was doing earlier in the build, and I remember thinking that I needed to explain it because it looked weird, and then I just completely forgot. So yeah, but if you are an OG viewer, by the way, I have done this before like years ago, so you might have seen it before as well, but I hope that made sense anyway, the explanation of the lights. But that's about it. That's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you like it, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files can be found over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description down below, where you can also find a link to my booktube channel, by the way, so if you like books to read and all that stuff, check it out. But that is all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe and all that good stuff, but that's all I got for you guys today, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. Now wish upon a falling star, so all your secret dreams can come true.